Welcome, Jeff and Craig, to this
And Taylor.
wonderful.
It's
No,
just
not
Taylor
Taylor.
just jumped
My
up.
my wife refuses to log on to watch us.
Hey,
So
look, it just jumped up.
to 6.
It looks like Rogue Sparrow's here. Inferno 711 is here.
Amazing.
Eva is here.
Thank you, everybody,
Adept
I
W.
love
for
you,
joining
Rachel.
us for our 20th. Holy shit! I mean, technically it's our 22nd, but still.
Man, Kristen didn't even make
I've
it
never
20
played a character
episodes.
this long before.
Session 20 of the actual campaign of Another One Bites the Dice. Quelmar's delve into the Curse of Strahd module. I am your Dungeon Master Tyler, and I have these 4 amazing, beautiful humans who are going to introduce themselves right now, starting with James. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Yeah. You picked me while I was eating,
I did.
and I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yep.
I am Zoot. Zoot is a wyvern-born. He looks like this. He's
Look at
got
that mini.
big dragon face.
That's sexy mini.
And dragon wings. Except he lost them all in a battle long ago. Many months, years, I'm not sure. At some point in the past, he lost it, and now we got him back. Today is the first session that Zoot can really fly again, and I'm looking forward to it. Back to you, Nell.
Hi, I'm Nell. I play Lady Isadora Mariana Colette Eloise de Carlisle, who is a clanger. She's smoking hot and very deadly and very stupid. And I love my little bean. And I'll toss it over to Liana.
Hi, I'm Liana. I play Willa. She is an alcoholic. She's also a bard. She really likes bread. Her sister has a tendency to wander. And I'm just happy to be here. Speaking of the wandering sister, take it away.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I play Winnie, and she doesn't wander, she's just curious. And, she's at least not a lowlife who would ever try to leash another human being with their own goddamn rope. Because that, my friends, is not cool. But yeah.
Creative.
I feel like watching Willa struggle at the top of the stream with a wine opener is just peak. It's just on point.
It really is.
On brand.
Yeah, that was a great intro, y'all. 10 out
We're
of
doing
10.
great. Hey, there it is. Episode 20. So, where did we last leave off? Well,
Zoot just jumped off a cliff.
Zoot did just jump off a cliff. Zoot went somewhere. I don't know where Zoot went.
Winnie fell off a cliff.
I did. I got punched off a cliff.
Leanna and I are still on the cliff.
So,
we found the hat to your curse.
Our 4 spent the night in Count Strahd von Zarevich's castle Ravenloft as his invited guests. They were shown around the castle. They went on a tour. They, meaning Willa, flirted a bit with one of Strahd's brides. That went well for her. Others found companionship and potential allies with one of the kitchen staff, Sasha. They were herded into the study where they first arrived, given all of their equipment back, their clothing, and told to spend the night, relax. They did not. They looked to find a way out. They encountered some secret tunnels where they were met with giant spiders, which they felled, but realized very quickly that there was no way, the passageway through the castle, hi Allie, was very, very difficult to navigate. And so wound up back inside the study.
Wait, oh, never mind.
Allie, wait. Can she hear me?
No, I thought I needed a fork. I have a fork.
trying to find a way out of the castle. The only way it seemed was down, off the rampart, into the mists. It was difficult to ascertain just how high the castle walls were, but try they did. Going out onto the ramparts, looking over and trying to determine and discern how they might make their way down. Winnie presented Zoot with a contraption. Yes, we know you hate the stupid colored pencil drawing. Zoot now has the ability to fly. Granted that ability through Winnie's artificer knowledge, infused these prosthetic wings that she crafted for him. And the plan was Zoot was going to shuttle the party off the ramparts, out, down into the village of Barovia and back. But Zoot had some trouble getting off the ground at first, and during that time, the party was discovered by 2 sets of animated plate armor. They fought, defeating one of the enchanted sets, with the other bloodying Isadora, knocking her unconscious, and running down the rampart away from the party, seemingly to alert the rest of the sleeping castle of the attempted escape. Winnie, during the fight, was brought over the side of the wall, managed to cast a spell, and was left hanging by her own thorn whip on the side of the wall after it caught on a grotesque that was sort of hanging, jutting out of the wall. And we left off at the moment Zoot took flight, leapt over the wall to try and save the wandering sister.
I don't wander. I just look around.
Can we get a vote in the chat? Does Winnie wander?
Zoot, you are
Yes. Sorry.
flying.
What's up? Yes, I am!
Over the side of the wall. Winnie, you are hanging on. Winnie, I need you to make a strength check. Zoot, I need you to make a perception check to see if you can tell where Winter is.
1d20 plus. I got a 12 plus 7 is 19, so I'm gonna, I think, hopefully see.
Winnie, strength.
I feel like I already passed this last game. Do I really have to make another one?
Yep.
It's an 8?
All right, Zoot. Through the mist, you're able to actually hear Winter as she struggles to hold on to this vine that she has crafted, as she tries to struggle her way up. Winnie, you are still hanging. You're unable to sort of climb any higher on that vine, and you are just sort of dangling, both hands holding on to it. Zoot, you see her as you sort of dive lower through the mists. You reckon with that perception check, you've probably flown about 100 feet down from the side of the wall.
Thank God, yeah.
And you see her dangling. Willa and Isadora, as you look over the wall, you see nothing but mist. Zoot's form has completely
I see nothing all the
disappeared. into that fog. Zoot, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go for Winnie. I don't care how far more down I gotta get. I'm gonna go grab our friend.
Make a dexterity check. See if you can grab her while in flight.
That's a 3 plus 1. That's a 4.
Okay. You are able to kind of, these wings are new. They're new to you, and you are trying to sort of manage them, stay aloft, and hover next to her long enough that you can kind of get her into your arms. And you are, every time you try to stop and hover, you drop 10 feet. And so you're just, and then you sort of have to take time to bring yourself back up. Winnie, I need you to make another strength check.
17.
Okay, so you are holding fast, and you're able to sort of climb up two more hand lengths and grab onto the stone grotesque that's hanging out of the wall. So you've sort of gotten your feet to the edge of the wall and are hugging onto this grotesque and just waiting there. Zoot, make another dexterity check for me, with advantage now that she is no longer dangling, but she is stationary.
Well, it's either going to be an 18 or let's take the 18 plus 1 is 19.
All right, so Zoot, you are able to sort of gather her into your arms and pull her up onto.
Hey,
How
don't
did
look
we-
down.
Okay. I look down. Holy shit! Oh my god.
I need the four of you to make perception checks for me.
Is this sight or hearing or something else?
This would be hearing.
15.
22.
22.
Bestie.
9.
Willa and Zoot, you hear it first. A massive sound of screeching and fluttering wings. Zoot, from below you, all you see are swarms of bats flying up from the mist below you.
Who would have thought that this would not be the plan? It's crazy that not one of us last episode said, maybe this isn't the best way.
I need you.
I can't believe no one
I
thought
need you
of
all to
that.
reroll initiative, please.
Didn't you say that, or are you being sarcastic?
I did in fact say that many times.
What's my initiative? Plus 1. I got a natural 1 for a total of 2.
I've got 11.
I rolled a natural 20 and have a 3, so that is a 23 for me.
Winnie?
I got a nat 1 and plus 2 is 3.
All right. As you, Zoot, you are flying. You're able to sort of gather Winnie into your arms just as you hear these bats swarm around you. And Willa, you're sensing it too. You're hearing these bats. You still can't see them, though, through the mists. But you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look over at Isadora, and I'm going to say, I'm going to go back inside now. Maybe you should come too, and everyone else should as well. And then I'm gonna hightail it towards the place where I came from that leads to the inside because I don't have any more spells left. So, yeah.
Willa's heading inside. You're using your movement to run 30 feet back through the doors and back into that dining hall. Isadora, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and I've used everything but my channel divinity today. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my action from the scar on my shoulder. Cast Twilight Sphere, which will be 8 points of healing, half down to 4, back to me, and then I'm gonna, and you also get 8 back, Lee, because you're within 30 feet of me, so I'm gonna hightail it right back inside.
All right. Zoot, you are flying. Where are you flying? Up towards the ramparts or down towards the ground?
I'm not flying down into the mist. I thought the mists are... Or am I already... Did we already fall into the mist? Where am I in relation to the mist?
You're in the mist. The mist
I'm
is...
in the mist.
It's as if you're flying through a cloud right now. You
Is
know
the
you've
mist
flown
hurting?
down about 100 feet. The mist is not hurting you right now.
The mist doesn't hurt. Okay.
The
Well,
bats
I'm
are
at-
swarming up from underneath you, around you and through the mist.
Okay, I would like to fly not into the bats.
Okay. So as they come up underneath you, each swarm makes a bite attack against you. That's a
Ow.
fail. That's a fail. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah. Yes.
And you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
You feel all of these little tiny bites sort of dig into your skin, letting out a roar. Winnie, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try and get these bats off of you. So I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew on my second. If I could only remember. I think, is it a spell save you gotta make?
Caustic Brew?
I'm looking it up.
Yes, dex save. All right.
Yes, so you gotta be, what is it, 8 plus my intelligence plus my proficiency?
Your spell save DC, yeah.
So that's 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 3 is 16.
And I'd say because it's a 30-foot line, you're able to hit 2 of the swarms. They both fail.
Okay. So they take 2d4 acid damage. So that's a 4. And another 4, so that's 8. And they take the damage at the top of their turn as well. As long as the acid's still on them. And it takes it at the start of its turn.
Okay. Zoot, your turn.
Finally, I would like to fly up and out towards the town of Valaki?
You can
Barovia?
see Barovia from this angle.
Barovia! I would like to fly up and out towards the town of Barovia.
Okay, so you fly sort of 50 feet back up. And you're
Then-
flying away from the castle.
Yes,
Okay.
as was the plan.
Okay. Take them up and away. You are within their range, so as you move away from them, they're going to take attacks of opportunity on you.
That's fair. I would like to use my action to dash.
Okay. That is a 18 and a 15 to hit. The other one was a natural one. Those both
Both
hit.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I can use my reaction, right? To defensive bend.
You can.
I didn't. Oh yeah, because you turned your. Well, I already have. Oh no!
You're-
I am not benefiting from a shield right now
You are
because my
not.
tower
Oh, yeah.
shield is not equipped. I've got hands on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Can
That
I
would make
do
the
that?
15 a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you only take 3 points of piercing damage.
Ow! And luckily, someone cast Aid last session, so I've still got an extra 5 HP. So I'll take that 3. I'm done. I moved. I dashed. I'm on my way to find somewhere to put down poor Winnie.
Okay.
Don't want these bats eating us up.
The swarms dissipate because from the mists rising
It's a dragon!
with giant roars.
It's the gargoyles, but they weren't really gargoyles. This is the best day
We're
ever.
on TV game.
Two
Tyler said no more than 28 episodes. That's it.
two red wormlings beating their wings fly into view of you, Zoot, blocking your path away from the castle, letting out these great roars. Willa, it's your turn. You hear from inside the dining room these giant roars echoing through the mist over the wall.
Fuck. Dora's behind me, right?
Isadora is inside the dining room with you.
I don't. What do we do? I don't know how to help them.
We stay right here. Unless you can fly, we stay right here and say a prayer to the Morning Lord.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a stick. And let us pray. Yeah, I can't do. I literally have nothing.
How are you feeling? Have you been hurt at all, Lee?
Me?
Yeah. Have you taken damage?
No, we're good. We can sit. I got a bottle of wine.
I might as well use up. Yeah, I'll use up less. I'll cast it on me and Leanna. You get a 1d4 on any attack. I'm not gonna cast it. Never mind. I'll save the spell slot. I have nothing to do. I say a prayer. I say a prayer to Krillin and then one to the Morning Lord.
All right, Zoot, as you fly out, these two red dragons fly into your view and hover between you and the village. And as you witness dragons flying for the first time
First time in my life.
ever in your life,
Yeah.
you have a split second where it might be like awe and wonder, and then you watch as their bellies and necks begin to glow a hot red, and they open their mouths and
Oh, Winnie!
Winnie and Zoot, I need you to both make dexterity saving throws as
Winnie!
cones of fire
Hey.
blast out of both of their mouths.
Yeah, you take my. Oh, I don't have a group assistance. Or wait, was it per game or was it per day? Long rest or session?
Per day. The group assistance is per
day.
day.
Yeah, so I don't have mine to give you, but I would have. So don't give me yours because I'm gonna use a perversity point if I fail.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my perversity points if I fail as well. So.
So I got a 7, so I'm gonna use a perversity point. I'm gonna re-roll that.
I got a nat 20.
And I got a
plus-
5, so I'm gonna take some damage here.
I literally. It was a ploy Tyler telling us about leveling up.
3
You left off the set?
is 23. Can it be a group Because we're together. No.
I'm gonna take the brunt of this, but that's okay as long as you're safe.
What did you get, Winnie? Sorry.
I got 23. I got a crit, but plus
And Zoot,
for
what'd you get?
saving throw.
I got a 6.
All right, so Zoot, you take 56 points of fire damage as both cones of fire engulf your body. You instinctively wrap yourself around Winter, which Winnie protects you from the full brunt of it. You take 28 points of fire damage.
The good news, Winter, is that now we're gonna take additional damage as we plummet straight to the earth and fall to our deaths.
Yeah, because I'm down.
Yeah, I'm also down. We're both at 0, and we're 100 feet in the air. This is gonna go well.
Oh, it's been great. See you
Hey,
guys.
I do a dragon, I can't complain.
You got to fly. Your character arc is complete, my friend.
Yeah, I got to fly, I got to see dragons. I'm gonna die thinking they're coming back to the realm, and that all is good.
All right, Isadora, you're up.
Me? Oh. I have nothing. I say a prayer with her.
All right, Winnie, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Sounds good. It's a 19.
Okay, mark 1 success. Zoot, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Woo! I rolled a. Where's my foundry go? That's an 8.
That is a fail. Mark a fail. Willow, we're back to you.
I'm drinking.
You've heard the roar of these dragons.
We're not about to fight dragons.
I know my limits.
You are in the dining room, downing that bottle.
I'll take it.
Yeah. The dragons are going to see the two of you plummeting to the ground, and they are going to...
Man, this feels oddly familiar. Dragons plummeting to the ground.
Let me
Oh,
see
yeah.
here. One of...
Yeah.
Okay, one of them...
How about that?
Zoot and Winnie, being unconscious, you wouldn't notice this, but one of them is going to sort of peel off and move out of sight. The other is going to make a bite attack on you, Zoot.
Take the failure. Delicious failure.
And
How
that
about
is a
failure?
17 to hit.
Yeah. It's very easy to hit someone who's not fighting back.
Now remind me, if you're unconscious, is that an auto?
Fail.
I think that is
Auto
3
crit.
failures. Yeah.
So that's 2 failed
that's-
death saving throws.
Yeah.
So
So what
Zoot-
you've done is you've killed me.
You are dead. Plummeting to the ground. Isadora, you're up.
I'm gonna close my eyes and keep praying. Little ball, praying.
Okay. Winnie, I need you to make a death saving throw.
It's 9.
That is a fail. And at the end of that round of combat, Winnie and Zoot, your bodies slam.
I still have feather fall on me.
You cast it when you were thorn whipped, but it was a concentration spell, so when you were knocked unconscious,
Oh.
it would have
Oh, okay.
dissipated. So
Okay, yeah.
you
That makes sense.
slam into the ground
Cool.
at the base of the castle wall, taking damage while unconscious, suffering 2 failed death saving throws. Winnie and Zoot lie broken and dead at the base of the walls of Castle Ravenloft. Willa and Isadora, what are you doing?
We're in the dining room. This is where we were told to wait. Unless she tries to do something else, I'm gonna sit here and pray.
This is the room that we started out in, correct? right,
It's not the study, but it is the it's the dining room next to the study. You can go into the study if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna go into the study.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and send a message to them. I probably won't be able to do it because I'm too far, but I'm gonna go to where I think the door is. And I'm gonna say, "Let us out."
Okay. You hear in your mind from somewhere, you're not quite sure. It seems as if you have tried to get out, and yet you remain.
I'm going to answer back, and I'm going to say, "You know, we were just trying to go out and get some fresh air, and then all of a sudden we were attacked by these two pieces of metal, and my little sister got thrown off the side of the castle, and my friend went to go get her, and now they're not here. So I'm going to need you to let me out, or I'm going to need you to bring them back to me." It's okay, Harley. She doesn't like my stern speaking lady.
She's worried about you.
That's what she does. Whenever I yell, like she'll come here. It's okay, Harley. All right, sorry.
I sense the two friends of yours. It is
You've sensed
unfortunate what happened to them.
She says Harley thinks it's unfortunate too. What do you mean it's unfortunate?
I would have thought they were made of stronger stuff.
Given that my sister is almost an adult, barely an adult, I would say that she's made of the same stuff as every almost adult is made of, which is all very breakable. As for Zoot, he has harder stuff, but breakable stuff. They're fine, right?
Olive is also very upset. They are no longer. I am sorry to see you lose so close a friend. And so young a sister.
Bring them back.
No response.
I take my bottle of wine and I throw it into the fire.
Glass
I'm assuming
shatters,
I
the
heard none
flames
of
sort of
that.
burst. You didn't hear any of that. You just watch as Willa sort of has been standing silent at the door and then turns and just whips the bottle of wine into the fireplace.
As she does that, I am gonna stand up.
I'm just gonna collapse to the ground and just start like crying and screaming and like kicking at the floor and punching it until my knuckles are bloody.
I'm just gonna go wrap myself around her. I'm gonna try to cast. I don't know that it'll work, but I'm gonna try to cast sleep on her.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Willa,
Oh,
right?
that's not gonna work.
Yep.
No, it's a certain number of hit
Oh.
points. There's no way
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
that works. That was
magic
the
can't put
worst.
me
Oh,
to
that's right. She's
sleep.
an elf.
Oh, you're a fucking
She's a
elf.
elf.
Yeah, great. That's all right. Well, I'm holding her. I try to put her to sleep. It sure doesn't work.
What if I'm gonna disconnect? Like what if I try and what if I can go back to those people that brought us back? Maybe I can talk to them and tell them to bring them back. I need to bring her back. Maybe I can make a deal with them and exchange me for them, and I can bring them back, and maybe she can just have what I have, and we can just be fine.
That is not how the dark powers work. Winter. You awaken from a terrible nightmare. You're in the middle of a dark, snowy forest of leafless trees, and surrounding you on all sides are the undead as far as the eye can see, but they don't acknowledge your presence. A vision of Willa, Isadora, and Zoot calling out to you cuts through the ink black sky above you. What do you do?
I'll just look up and say, sorry. I tried my best.
As you utter those words, the closest group of undead turn to face you. Arms outstretched, they start to stumble and shamble towards you and scream, "Help me! Get me out of here! I can't stand this anymore!" They're gripping at your hands and arms, trying to pull you into them. What do you do?
Who are you?
They simply pull you harder, tugging you into this cluster of undead bodies. They're pulling you, all of your limbs, climbing, hanging on you, trying to drag you down.
Well, I'll try to fight back. I'll try to wriggle out, and with whatever strength I have left in me, I'll just shout out the names of my companions. As I'm struggling out of this, I'll yell out for Zoot.
You scream their names. You feel tugging at your feet and legs. Pale arms burst out of the ground below you and start pulling you down. Thousands of voices pierce your skull like invisible daggers. You feel your bones breaking under the weight of these creatures. The noise and the pain and the pressure on your body is deafening. You can't hear, you can't see.
I'll just say it is better. It was better to live a. How do I'll just say as they're pulling me down, better a flawed life lived than wasted, rotting in clay.
Your feet sink deeper into the earth. Your legs disappear into the ground. You're up to your waist. And a bright blue light streaks into the sky as you take a deep breath, expecting that your head is going to go below the ground. The light pushes the undead away, frees you from their grasp, and a skeletal form riding an undead wyvern falls directly onto the ground in front of you, crushing the fallen corpses. The rider looks down at you, devoid of a face, this black emptiness, and it reaches a skeletal hand towards you as the ground is enveloped in a sea of shadow emanating from the rider and its mount. And in the sky above, the image of your companions begins to get further and further away. The rider motions you to join them.
What will it cost?
There's no response.
I'll take the hand.
You take the hand and join the rider on the back of the undead wyvern. You fly toward your companions. The wails and screams and begging of the undead begin to fade away, but they never deafen completely. They're still calling for you and begging you to save them. Zoot. You feel cold. You felt this way before. Once before. You know that death feels different this time. You're not quite sure why.
Uh-huh.
You You awaken from a terrible nightmare, bound by rope on a wooden table. Tiny spikes perforating your back. A metal full-face helmet rests on your exposed chest, similarly bound to you by a thick coil of rope. And on the other side of the room, you see a closed wooden door.
Can't get up, can I?
You try to pull against the ropes. Make a strength check.
I mean, I got an unnatural 20. Strong, you know.
You tense against the ropes that are holding you to the table. You hear one rope snap and another. You feel movement. You're able to begin to wriggle your arms out from under the ropes. And as you do, your hands sort of fly to the helmet that is bound on to your chest. And just as you do, the door across the room slams open and a muscular, fiendish creature with 4 arms bearing a torch enters the room. It sees that your hands are free, but your body is bound. You do not recognize this creature. It grabs your arms, pulls them back onto the table, cracks you across the face. I will show you pain as you've never known. And he holds the torch to the helmet that is bound to your chest. And inside you begin to hear the panic squeaks of the rats inside the helmet.
I want to shake my body and try to knock the helmet aside, try to tear it off of me, do something.
Make a strength check with disadvantage.
Ah, 5 and 3. So 6.
You sort of toss and turn and try to get this helmet off of your body, but it is held fast by these ropes. The air inside the helmet begins to swelter, and the rats begin escaping the only way they know how, through your body. Clawing, biting, tearing. The pain is immeasurable. Your world fades in and out. You feel the pain, your eyes go black. Then the pain wakes you again, and you feel the sensations, the tiny teeth, the claws, digging into you. You go unconscious again. Sometime later, you wake up. You're back on the table. There is no helmet. There's no rat. Your chest is undamaged. The pain that you felt that was unlike any pain you've ever experienced seemingly did no damage. And then the door slams open again. The fiend walks back in, binds the helmet back to your chest. And again, and again, and again. Hours days, weeks, months, years. You are tormented in this place. Until one time, the door opens and an eyeless, lipless, red-scaled humanoid with sharp spikes protruding from its face enters the room. And it holds a huge blade in one hand, moves the fiend out of the way, removes the helmet from your chest, and slams the blade down, cutting your bindings.
Ah!
And it extends its free hand to you.
I reach out. I accept the offer.
It takes your hand, helps you rise from the table, and walks you out of the room.
Are you
Zoot,
to Archimedes?
it looks over its shoulder at you. And though it has no mouth, you see it almost smile. It could. Winnie, Willa, Isadora, Zoot. Winter and Zoot, you both awaken with 1 hit point, back on the rampart at the top of the wall, just outside the doors to the dining room.
Oh no. I immediately feel for my mouth and my eyes.
They're both there.
Okay, good. Wait, what about my nose?
Everything is as it should be. Zoot, you remember vividly what you experienced. Even when you try to forget, you remember.
The hard thing.
Winnie, as hard as you might try, you cannot stop hearing the begging voices of the tormented souls of Barovia, always in your mind. They are an undead chorus that never ceases. From now until you take your final breath, they are in your head, always. You will have disadvantages on all wisdom checks. Zoot, you know that this memory, this haunting memory, will have some repercussions, but you just don't know what they are yet. But the two of you are alive. On the wall.
Soon? Did we die? You're muted, James.
I'm just scrambling backwards and staring at Winnie. I just it feels like I haven't been here in years and years and years. I'll say, who are you? What's your name?
It's me, Winnie. Little
Okay.
wizard Winnie. Remember?
Yeah. And who am I to you?
You're my friend. I think we might have died, and somehow we're back. Is your head pounding? It's my head.
I'll look over the rampart and I'll just be staring at the mist down below and just racking my brain and thinking about everything that happened all those years ago before the torture.
Are you?
Sorry, this is really confusing. I remember being here with you and with the others. I feel like I had a really bad nightmare, or I was drugged. Something happened, and I don't remember why. Why am I back here?
I don't. What was the last memory you had with me?
Dragons. They were back. They've brought me back. The dragons have brought me back as a favor. Yes, surely.
I think, Suit, they might have hurt us.
No.
You have burns.
No. These are
Do you want me
fresh, too.
Do you want me
None
to
of
try
it really happened. Yeah, sure. Here. I'll offer my injured body. If you have anything.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on you. And you'll probably notice I'm not as gentle as I normally am when I cast magic on you.
That's okay.
I'd probably grip you a little harder. So, yeah.
And so, do you want me to roll that, or you? You should
You
probably
can
roll,
roll
because
it.
I don't know what you're...
Oh,
okay. I'll roll the
sure.
die, but I don't know what the modifier is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, I got an 8, so plus 3, 4, 5.
What is it, plus my spellcasting?
Yeah.
It's 5, plus 5.
Nice. Got that 20. Then I'll take 13 more, so I'm at 14. Thank you. Thanks. That's
Your wings seem to be at least, they're fireproof.
My wings.
The wings.
Oh yeah.
Remember I made them?
The wings, yeah. Where are we? What's going on?
I think we're still in Barovia.
No, Barovia was the nightmare. I wanted to wake up somewhere else.
I don't think we did. Suit.
Isadora and Willa, you hear a familiar voice of a wyvernborn screaming. from where you came back from. The ramparts outside.
I stop crying. I get up. And I just walk towards the sound.
Yeah, I'm following her. My camera's not working, but I'm here.
Here it is.
Is that Chair?
It's Chair.
I remember Chair. I
Chair
remember
Lancelot.
everything.
Yep, Lancelot. I'm sorry. Yeah, I walk towards the sound.
Me too.
Yeah, you exit the study and go into the dining room and see out those doors that you left to try and fly over the edge of the wall. Zoot and Winter just standing there. Zoot is yelling about nightmares and they're there.
Do they look beat up? Do they look
They
injured?
look like hell.
Great, then I'm going to run up to Zoot,
Oi.
kind of stop right in front of him, put out my hands towards him. I'd really like to touch my friend, but I don't want him to kill me or have some sort of meltdown.
Hector. I used to call you Hector.
I'm gonna give him a big hug to cast Cure Wounds on him. I don't know what's happening, but he's alive and this is good. That is, go ahead and take 7 hit points back, my friend.
Okay. I am gonna
I don't
need
know what
someone.
you mean by used to, but don't stop. It's the best nickname I have.
I need someone to tell me if this is. Maybe this is actually my idea of heaven and I didn't know it.
That seems unlikely, dear.
Oh, that's so sad.
But I don't know what I'm doing back here. This is Barovia. I remember Barovia. I remember we were trapped here.
Yes.
And did you guys ever get out?
Well, considering as you fell off a balcony, about 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago.
No. Two minutes ago, darling.
Huh. Okay. I think maybe I was hit with some sort of brain magic. I'm sorry. I don't feel like myself.
That's all right.
It's 2 of us.
She's not okay either. By the way, Winter's here if you want to give her a hug too.
I was kind of assuming Willow was gonna go in, but seeing that she hasn't, I absolutely am gonna step forward and grab Winter and cast Cure Wounds on her as well with my last spell slot for the day. That's 8 hit points back, Kelsey.
Thank you.
Did you guys see the dragons?
No, we heard them.
What
happened to you two?
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're here now.
Are we like a zombie squad now?
I guess we are.
Cool. Cool.
When you guys died, in that attack with the zombies, you never really explained what happened. Just that you came back with the curses, but in the meantime, between death and return, what happened to you?
Torture and monsters.
Oh, that's funny you say that. Because that happened to me too.
Personally, oh, that's exciting that we share that trauma now. Personally, I
Totally.
was hung upside down and dipped into acid. What happened to you?
Oh, I was tied down to a table and rats ate my inside for 30 years.
You win. That's worse. I know there's no such thing as a trauma competition, but congratulations, you've won it.
I don't think it really happened though, because I check my stomach and my insides. Are all my insides still there? Okay. Yeah, I don't think it really happened. I think it was some sort of brain magic. But
I don't see. I'm
yeah.
like touching his face. I've still kind of got one hand on Wayne, but I'm like examining him. I don't see any of the scarring that we had. Do you feel different? Do you feel anything?
It's funny you say that. That was the first thing I looked for too. But I don't. I mean, I don't. I feel different, but I don't. I can't put into words how. It's just different. Maybe I'm just
Right.
tired.
That makes sense.
Should
Winter?
lie down.
How do you feel, love?
I think I should lie down as well.
Okay. Can we take you back to the sitting room?
I can go there myself. It's fine.
Well, we're walking to. Yes, we'll all walk there together. That was a silly phrasing of the. Let's go back to the sitting room.
Before I'll just take a minute and just stare out over the ledge that I fell off of initially,
Mhm.
Tyler. And I look for any dragons, any essence, any evidence of there being dragons.
Make a perception check.
Perception, wisdom.
It is, and you have disadvantage.
It's still pretty good. It's 13 plus. I still have my feet though, right?
Right, so you have your feet, so it would basically every wisdom check for you now is a straight roll.
Oh, is it? I thought I just added my intelligence.
Oh, I'm
to-
sorry. Yes, it changed. Yes. Okay, so your intelligence mod.
So I still add
you
my-
still
I still
add your
add-
intelligence
okay.
mod, but you're at
Just wanted to make
disadvantage. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's still it's a +8. So 13 plus 8 is
21.
21.
The mist is really dense. But as you look out sort of towards where you think the village of Barovia was, you see a winged figure kind of moving through the mist. And it's a blink and you would miss it sighting. But
Mhm.
you know what you saw.
I'll immediately try to just draw it down in my book.
Yeah, you're able to sort of sketch the shadow of what you think those red dragons looked like. You all head back into the study.
No, I don't leave yet. I'm gonna go over to the side of the wall and I'm gonna puke off of it. And then I'm gonna
Roll a
you drank
vomit
too much
check for
wine.
me.
what?
Roll a vomit check for me.
Okay.
That's a natural
Ellen.
20.
Uh,
So Willa pukes.
I puke. I'm gonna just wipe my mouth, and then if anyone's still out there, I'm gonna say I think I have a drinking problem, and then I'm gonna go towards the sitting room.
artificer, I pick up like a stone or something, you know, a common object off the ground, and record her saying that onto. I just for safekeeping,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then I'll go into the sitting room with everybody else.
I'm gonna, all of them, I'm gonna try to get all of them to go lie down on a couch and go to sleep. Normally I would try to get Willa to help me out with this, but she doesn't seem like she's in a state. So I would like to not sleep and watch.
Okay. Who's going to sleep?
Me, if I can.
I'm gonna go over towards the door,
Which door?
and I'm the one that I went to before when I was talking to
Okay, so
someone.
the ones that are out into
They're
the
mine.
hallway that you know that you came in
Right.
through.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post up there, and I'm gonna just lean against it.
And you trance?
Yeah, I do my
Do your
thing.
Elven thing?
Like we can rotate off Isadora.
Are you all right? You're okay? Because I would love
Well,
to.
Willa
see
doesn't
if
need to
you're
sleep,
all right.
remember. She can just trance.
I just
Fuck,
trans.
right, you're not a half elf. My god. Great, then I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Ignore
Yeah.
me. Fuck that. I'm not keeping watch. We've got an elf.
Namaste.
Sleep takes the three of you. Willa, you slip into your trance, and Isadora, you immediately, as sleep takes you, you see this shimmering light. And you recognize that vision that you've had so many times, but this time, within the light, you see one scarred hand and arm, and then the other reach out in front of you, each grasping and gripping onto a throat. Dark energy begins to swirl around your wrists, tracing the scars down your arms and through your hands, out of your fingers. And that dark, smoke-like energy curls and twists and slips into the gasping mouths of Zara and Felicity, who you hold up,
Oh my god.
feeling the tendons of their necks tensing against your grip, giving into that dark magical power as it rushes down their throats, fills their lungs, grips their hearts, and stops them beating. And you feel them fall limp in your grasp.
Jesus.
You feel
Christ.
behind you your mother, your father, Sebastian. They run in behind you. Seb screams, "What have you done?" And you just, without looking, "They hurt me. And I returned the favor." Is this not something I should have done? And you hear Sicane's voice whisper into your ear, "Then bring them back." And you reach out, and they are restored, gasping and taking in breath once again. Yes. You hold life and undeath in your beautifully scarred hands. Do not fear your hands. Embrace them. And sleep takes you once more. Willa, you're brought back as you trance into those dank catacombs of the castle that Valenta brought you to into that ossuary, bones surrounding you. Empty sockets of skulls just staring into your soul. You feel a coldness, and the voice of Xantris echoes in your mind. This is a place of devils. You must take control. Do not let this place change you. Hold onto your mind. I sense that this magic is changing you. Resist.
Okay.
Zoot. Your sleep brings that familiar voice back to you once again. I see you have no more need for the wings I gifted you, young watcher. But I wonder, what will you do when your friends are all dead and you are left alone, wandering in that desert oasis once again? And the voice of Terakmedes changes suddenly, and the figure manifests in front of you, and you see her. Lycelia. Her beautiful face, her nude torso adorned with jewels, painted blood red, transitioning into the large lioness figure. Razor-sharp claws cause the scars along your back to tingle, and you hear her hiss. Scythement, I see you found a new path. And quicker than you realize, you pull the great battle axe from over your shoulder, and with one smooth motion, you lop her head from her body. It tumbles to the ground, but you still hear that laugh. Echoing inside your mind.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
And sleep washes over you once again. Winnie. You hear Savnok hum inside your head. You must control your wanderings, young one. Put your knowledge to better use. Find the Ladies 3. Find the key to the Tome of the Devil's Secrets. Open your eyes and see what is in front of your face. Empirical evidence is your salvation. Only then will we succeed on our path. Use your mind and protect your senses. And you fall back into sleep. And the four of you wake up in the morning. Well, you don't necessarily know it's the morning, but you are rested. You feel rested. You are all level 6.
Haha!
We did it, guys!
Tyler, I genuinely appreciate you giving me the setup to actually go with Cleric here. I appreciate that so much.
In addition,
thebomb.com.
to level 6, you have each received a boon.
Oh, another one.
Yet again.
Love
Winnie, The words "protect your senses" echo in your mind. And you've gained the knowledge of the spell Mind Blank. Zoot, your muscles tingle with the memory of that battle axe. You now are a great weapon master. Willa, you hear echoes of this place changing you. And you are shadow touched. And Isadora, though you are relatively young on your path as a cleric, the experiences that you have had and the knowledge that you've gained have accelerated that process, not in the proper way, not in the clean way, but a utilitarian way. And so you have access to one 5th level raise dead per long rest.
Cool. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Zoot, the knowledge of your death, you've had time to sort of rest and see what that would mean for you. Those memories of that torture just don't leave your mind. And so you're finding yourself having momentary lapses of focus. You're not able to...
You're telling me.
To sort of keep your mind on one thing, and you worry that in the heat of battle, in the heat of the moment, you might slip. And I'll give you some specifics on this sort of offline. I'll send them to you.
Okay,
but
sure.
You basically are granted a choice to either avoid disadvantage on an attack or allow an enemy to have advantage on you so that you are not given disadvantage.
Okay, sure.
In order to maintain your focus.
A little bit of an airhead.
And Winnie, those voices, as you wake up,
They're still there.
still chattering constantly in the back of your mind. But what you also sense is that you may be able to talk back. And they may not be as sort of mindless and useless as you may have originally thought. They may hold some information for you.
Insert the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of "You now have my attention."
Oh my god, we're both ghost sensitive. We should have our own TV show.
So you are all awake, and the door to the study that you entered is open to the hallway.
Can I wake up on the floor then? Since I was leaning against the
You
door.
definitely wake up on the floor.
Awesome.
At some point in your trance, the door opened and you just fell right back down. Yep.
I want that for me.
Mhm.
Thanks. Tyler, I have a question for
Yeah.
you. I am looking at Intellect Fortress as a spell to add to my sheet.
Okay.
So, for the duration, your one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Could I use that on Zoot or my sister to temporarily suppress the voices for an hour out of the day?
You could, if the spell.
James, you're muted if you're talking.
I was saying the spell says wisdom saving throws. So in theory, if it's like an advantage, disadvantage cancel out, it wouldn't work for all wisdom stuff, but it would work for the saving throws.
For the saving throws, not the checks, because her disadvantage comes on checks.
Oh, I thought it was checks and saving throws. If it's just checks,
no,
then
her
they don't
disadvantage
interact
is
at all.
just on checks.
Then there's no crossover.
Wisdom checks that rely on, I should say, wisdom checks that rely on hearing is what you're at disadvantage on.
Yeah. Intellect Fortress is just saving throws.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't do anything.
But I think one of the other spells might let you do advantage on wisdom checks. Like enhanceability. That's one.
That's what I was
gives
thinking
you.
of. That I wrote that down as well.
That
Jesus.
would. Mechanically, at least. I don't know if Tyler has special extra rules for the curses, but mechanically, if she has disadvantage on wisdom checks and enhanceability gives you advantage on wisdom checks, then they cancel out.
As a mechanical prepping note, Liana, I know you've taken Leomon's tiny hut before. You're welcome to keep taking it, but I will now always have it prepared as part of my domain. So, you don't have
I'm gonna push that one out there.
Yeah, go for it. Thought you might. Or a Vitality, too. I don't think you've ever used that one, but...
No. Can I use Kinetic Jaunt?
Oh, because it's in Strixhaven, I see.
Yes. I always ask permission.
Sure, why not?
It's like a little misty step for
little
me,
misty
but
step.
like just a little
I
something.
will say, Willa, you... I think I'm right on this. You have not tried yet to cast a spell that has a verbal component. Since you woke up from your curse.
No.
So you don't know if you can.
I did Thunderwave.
Did you do Thunderwave?
I did. You told me I could do it in people's heads.
Look back a minute. Okay, yes, you did test it. I forgot. Okay, yep, you're good.
Les, thank you. Thank you so much.
And Tyler, I did make a last-minute change. I had mentioned doing the wild magic barbarian, which would let me do some fun magic things. Then I realized that Path of the Beast actually regrows my tail every time I wild surge, or I rage surge.
Rage.
So every time I rage, I actually temporarily regrow my tail, and I can use it as a weapon and everything. I get a bestial 1d8 piercing damage, and So with my wings and my
So
tail,
Zoot is
I'm in
whole.
good shape.
He's gonna peace out, go back to the material,
See ya!
the material plane. He's like, I'm good.
Character arc done.
Got
I'm
everything
out.
I needed. I do love,
Can I
James, that when you leave, the wings
disenchant
stay.
his-
It's
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I disenchant those wings now?
okay. Everybody good on leveling?
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a
I
minute,
have
but
one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
May I take enemies abound and feign death? Well, I think feign death is in the player's handbook. But enemies abound.
Oh yeah, it's in Xanthar. Bard.
Good? Okay. Just checking. Thanks.
Yeah, Strixhaven's the only one that wasn't out when we started the campaign.
I know. Isn't it weird that you started a campaign? You said we're gonna do a magic school, and then Wizards of the Coast said we're gonna do a magic school.
Fuckers.
Know that feeling?
To be fair, they had the idea well before I did. Since, that book was probably in production for 5 years. Okay. Alright. Y'all are in Strahd study. You have slept, you have rested. You've all healed to full except Isadora.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. It's been so fucking long. I get the value of 1 hit
You
dice.
get half of your hit die.
Half hit die, thank you. Do I roll half my hit die?
You get the
or I just get
you
the
get
max
the max
hit
of
die?
half your hit die.
Thank you.
it's all
God,
good.
it's been a minute. Thank you. Well,
What do you do?
we're alive. Kind of. Sort of. For another day. I vote we wait here until someone tells us to leave. After last night. But I'm open to suggestions.
Tyler,
Right?
Yes.
I just have a quick question
Mhm.
about my artificer infusions.
Mhm.
I get more now. Does the list of what I can do expand as well, or is it still just the Excel sheet you put out for me? Just curious if.
I don't think you gained any features at 6.
Okay. I just gained tool expertise.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure, because you gave me that Excel sheet, remember, of all the different magical items I could craft?
Yeah, but on that sheet there aren't any new
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No, there aren't any new ones at level 6.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, if no one else disagrees, I'm gonna recommend we just wait.
Yes. Wait for a death.
You all are sitting tight
Sounds
in the
nice.
study.
Is the door's open now, isn't it?
Mhm. Door to the hallway is open.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. One more question. I have Shadow Touch now. Shadow Touch, and it says I learn the invisibility spell and 1 first level spell of my choice. So I'm just going to add 2 bonus spells to my sheet or whatever. Which invisibility spell do I gain access to? The 3rd level one or the 2nd level one?
There's a second. Oh, I
Sorry,
think the
she's
third
so
level
annoying.
one. That's the greater
Greater
invisibility.
invisibility is 4th level.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's giving me see invisibility, invisibility to cameras, invisibility, and greater invisibility.
Yeah, so it's
Definitely
just
invisibility to
the
cameras.
Yeah, that's the one. No, it's just invisibility, the second level spell, and then there's greater invisibility, which is the 4th level. So it's
Great,
giving
because
you...
I'm gonna switch. Since I already took that, I'm just gonna do a little switcheroo since I'm getting it for free.
Makes the sense.
Before we walk out, I would like to pick up the candlestick that I picked up 30 years ago, and I would like to make it my magic token so I can look through it if I need to.
Okay, so Zoot has the candlestick.
I'm assuming that the magic token failed when I died, so I'm just going to reset that real fast.
Are you leaving it in the room, or are you taking it with you?
I'm gonna... You know, I originally thought maybe this was Strahd's lounge, but he didn't seem to spend very much time here. So maybe I'll take it with me.
Okay.
I've got my camera. It can't see Willa, who is
She is
invisible to cameras. Magic camera candlestick to my
So-
inventory for now.
So you're taking it out of the room. You're heading out of the room?
Yeah. Well, as I'm assuming that if no one else is going to lead the way, I will lead the way.
Cool.
Okay, so you exit the room, and you've got a hallway that sort of goes to the right or to the left.
I picked the left because I'm never right, according to Hector.
That's not true. You're right plenty of the time, dear. You're such a smart, wyvern-born friend. I didn't sleep well enough. Sorry.
No, I'm assuming I won't go left until everybody else is behind me and we are moving out, but that will be the direction I go.
Okay, so you head to the left, and you head down a hallway that is pretty dark. It's away from... You're able to see now it's not towards the main entrance hall to the castle. Those familiar great spiral steps that you walked up to get to the study, you're not finding them. You're sort of going down this long, dark hallway. There's large columns on both sides.
Hello? Mr. Strahd or his dragon friends. We would like to leave now. Hello? Hello?
As you scream, the dark alcoves along the sides of the wall they begin to almost groan and moan as you walk by and yell into this void. The ceiling has fallen, you can see. There's rubble sort of strewn on the floor. And though you've slept, you can see up into the sky, and it's still this dark, overcast cloudiness with lightning flashing intermittently. The rain begins to beat down. The beams of the castle are exposed overhead. And as lightning flashes, you see on either side of this hallway statues of people, just not adorned in armor, not seemingly regular townsfolk, but frozen in stone, and their faces are contorted in fear and terror.
Okay. I'm not gonna play this game. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So I will, I'll take my battle axe and I'll hold it out in front of me. And then I'll just channel it with some sort of divine watcher energy until I wave it around me in a big circle and enchant the air that I then breathe in a big puff of smoke like a reverse dragon. And then my eyes glitter and I see the magic.
every statue glimmers with a magical aura.
I don't want to scare anyone. First off, that might have scared you, what I just did. Sorry, I didn't warn you. But that lets me watch beyond the veil. It's a watcher trick I learned in Watcher School. And I can see that every single one of the statues has wizard magic all over it. So they might spring to life and try to kill us at any second. Be on your guard. Let's keep going.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you continue to move down the hallway, and nothing leaps out at you. None of the statues even make a sound, move, or make any noise. They're just present. And you reach the end of the hallway to a stairway that only descends down.
Do we want to go down?
I suppose so. The door was down, so I imagine at this point we just walk until somebody stops us or we find the exit.
Oh, I could fly you guys up through that crack. Do you see where the ceiling collapsed? Maybe we could go out onto the roof.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my usual aid and give each of them, 5 points.
Thanks.
Five points, Kels. Hit points.
So you go down, or are you flying up?
Alright, if we fly up, I think there's a chance we can see the dragons and maybe work with them. Who's in favor of the dragon? I want to take a vote. Who's in favor of the dragon idea? Alright. Oh, okay. I see another hand. Thank you, Willa. Who's in favor of not the dragons? Alright, we're split. I'll leave the final vote to you, and I point to a random statue in the room. But hopefully it's a woman with her arm up.
Zoot, they burned us last time. I don't think they're on our side.
Dragons can be extremely territorial.
I don't...
Also, you're the only one who can fly. So maybe you can get one of us up there.
Why don't we just go down the stairs?
Please. Thank you.
Go down the stairs.
Okay.
I just wanted to field the idea. It's what Zoot does. He's been doing it since session 1. Just put an idea out there.
James, you're perfect and Zoot is perfect, and I don't want either of you to ever change.
You head down, and that staircase descends and continues to descend. Further and further and further down. Seemingly an unending stone stairwell. Cold water drips from in between the stones. The mildew and musty smell just overcomes you. Winnie, the voices of the undead of Barovia grow louder inside your head as you keep walking further and further down into what Willa you recognize, and Zoot you as well. The lower dungeons and hallways where that Hall of Bones that Volenta showed you was.
You don't. We shouldn't go down there, right?
If you've been here before, do you remember the way out from here?
Oh. Well,
I like that.
I don't.
Oh.
However, I can get us out of here. You're welcome. I am going to cast Guiding Hand. Take me
Thank
back to well, hold on, before I do this. Where did we keep what's her face?
The winery.
Do we want to go back and get her from the winery, or?
Yeah.
I'm sure Strahd has her by now.
We're at least going to try.
Okay, so I'd like to use Tiny Hand to take us back to the vineyard.
Does it show up as a skeleton hand?
Probably. This place is hell.
Yeah. Worst place in Quelmar.
I think someone said not to go here.
I would like to attack the skeleton hand when it shows up.
So the guiding hand appears, and Zoot immediately takes. Zoot, roll to attack.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
You can't stop me.
Can I stand in front of?
I got a
Can I
two.
stand
Advantage,
between?
disadvantage.
Can I stand between him and the skeleton hand so he has to
I got
swing
a
and hit me first?
2.
All right, Zoot
Oh, I'm on his back. I get on
swings wildly at the skeletal
Ah!
guiding hand.
Stop it.
It just
It's a friend.
it floats in the air unharmed.
Can you stop doing that?
I hate those things.
It's going to help us, okay? It just manifests like that because I am connected to the death realm.
I think we're all connected to the death realm now.
Zombie
Yeah, but me
Squad.
especially.
It's our new name. We needed
What
a
is it?
name.
What
Zombie
is our
Squad.
name?
We're all dead. We're all zombies.
Oh.
Team zombies. Zombie
Z
special
squad.
unit. Z Squad.
Z unit. All right.
Squad. Like squad but with a Z.
Like
Squad.
A Z, not a squad.
I walk out.
I love
I start walking.
I love
away
it.
to the skeleton.
Squad.
We're workshopping the
Mhm,
name as we
mhm,
keep
mhm.
going.
I'm gonna look at the hand and I'm gonna follow it.
Okay, so you continue to follow the hand.
Is there a big dragon skull in this room?
I don't think we're going into the room. I think we're probably turning around, right?
We're following that hand. I mean, I'm following the hand.
So
I guess Tyler will tell us if the hand's taking us up or down.
the hand actually passes through the wall
Oh, damn.
at the base of the stairs.
Perfect.
Wait, I still got Detect Magic on. Detect Magic is for a little bit. Is that a magic wall?
So as you're able to see Zoot, that wall sort of glimmers. There's definitely something magical about that wall.
Guys, there's something magical about that wall.
Someone screen capture him right now.
So how do you get through? Like, how do you get through it?
I'm gonna walk up and stick my hand
Your hand
through
goes
it.
right through it.
I'm gonna walk my body through it.
You walk into the room and you see an office. It's a simple, sort of unremarkable room. It's in perfect order. There's a great table in the middle of the room, candles on either side. Inkwell set carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields bearing the Barovian crest. That winged figure with the man on the back, the one you know you've seen on letters from the Count. or hanging neatly on the oak paneled walls of the room. And there is one door.
I want to walk over and see if there are any papers on the desk.
Okay. Does anybody follow her through the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all head into.
I'll be the last to go after calling out. Are you alive?
Yes. Come on.
Okay, I'll go through the wall. There's like a 20% chance that it was just a death wall. You walk through and you die. Just double
Fair.
checking.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay. Make an investigation check, Isadora.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Oh, hey. That is. I'm not very smart. Yeah, that's a 16 plus my extra d4. That is. 19. Like, that was such a long process for such a simple roll.
You aren't able to find any papers, but what there are, you see a seal that's a bit different than the one you noticed before. It just has a very sort of flourished and beautifully scripted R.
It's a what? It's
a seal, like a wax seal to seal letters, but it has the letter R, not the letter S.
Cool. Is there any ink
on the
around
desk?
it?
There's an ink well, and there are candles that are burning on either side of the desk.
I'm gonna pull out my new book, Sordid Story of Grodad the Bard. I want to get the thing in the wax and the ink, whatever I can get it in, and stamp on the inside of the book somewhere, just so we have a copy
so you
of
take the seal and you melt some candle wax, drip it over onto the book, and you seal, and you see the sort of beautifully calligraphied R appear.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the R stands for?
Do we know Ravenloft? Is that a player thing I know, or is that a character thing? Have we heard Ravenloft before?
All of you make a history check.
Great. I don't know if I actually know that or just
26.
16.
Oh, 12.
Willa? Okay, Winnie and Isadora, you remember
It was like a 4.
Strahd's sort of lieutenant's name is Rahadin.
Oh, yeah.
You infer that this may be where he does his business and his work.
Does the ink
Alright,
look special? Like, does it look like it might be invisible ink or something?
Make an investigation check.
22.
Okay. It's an inkwell with a quill. You sort of take the quill out of the well, and it's just black, normal ink.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be anything magical about it. And Zoot, you don't see anything glowing on the desk at all.
Do I see anything glowing at all in the room?
A couple of the weapons on the wall give off a faint glimmer, as if they may be sort of magically enhanced or enchanted. One of the spears and a couple of the swords.
Does anyone want an enchanted spear?
I'll take a sword. No, fuck me, I built a dex fighter. Yeah, unless there's a rapier.
No, they are all sort of broadswords and large javelin-type spears.
Can I look for a secret desk compartment?
Make a second investigation check to look specifically for a secret desk compartment.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You look and there's nothing tricky about this desk.
Were there any shields, Tyler, or just the swords and stuff that were glimmery?
No shields, just the swords.
Great.
Just a couple broadswords and a javelin giving off a faint glow for Zoot.
Oh! I just remembered something. We need to visit Piddlywink.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me?
It's been 30 years. I don't remember a piddlywink.
It's been one night and I don't remember a piddly.
Oh, yes. There is a little man that I met, and I would like to visit him. He's somewhere. Hold on, I have to refer to my notes. And I pull out a bunch of like ripped up pieces of paper that I keep stuffed in my bra or my bodice. And I
know that life.
Yeah, I'm just going through.
Did that
Go
wine
to-
real hard last
Go to
night.
his crypt. I need to go to his crypt. So it's probably back there in the Hall of Bones or around there.
Darling,
Tyler, is
There
there?
next to nothing I wouldn't do for you.
I think this is for
Into the
us.
vampire's crypt.
He might be able to help us. He told me he could help us.
His
and
name is
stuff.
Piddlywinks.
Yeah, he's really
Does he
nice.
sell ice cream?
He might. We could go ask.
Does he have puppies in his white van with no windows?
You guys, can you just like do this for me?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. I am not passing up a chance to meet a man named Piddlywinks.
Tyler, is
Yeah,
there a
well-
pipe in this room?
A pipe, like a smoking pipe?
Yeah.
No, you have not seen a pipe in this room. And note that Willa's guiding hand is still sort of floating at the doorway on the other side of the room, opposite the desk, kind of it seems like waiting for you all to follow.
Can I just like we should go Piddlywink.
I'm right behind you. I'm
We know how to get there? If we know how to get there, I would go to the crypt. I will not wander around this man's house any longer.
I know how to get there, I lie.
Insight check. Insight check.
My passive insight is a 14.
Well, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's a 24.
Yeah, I
My
believe
insight, sorry, babe, is a 25.
I believe it. I believe
when
it.
I got that ranger first level, I took my expertise in insight because ain't no bitch gonna lie to me and make me eat a people pie again.
Oh no, you just get charmed by the vampire and keep away all our plans.
Didn't go perfectly.
It's okay, we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
However, I have Harley. Jesus, I have like we can just change this map up, this little hand, and he can just point us.
No, guys, I can't do math. I only got a 23. Isadora does believe it. Fucking bummer. I just can't do math.
I've always believed it. Let's go. Hey, point me to Tinky Winky.
Tiddlywink.
Trying once an episode wasn't enough for you guys? We want more? We're gonna have a record.
Hey, this time it was Liana's idea, so I'm okay with that.
I'm following. I believe her. She said she knows where she's going.
So you are
Tyler, I'm gonna actually change that little waypoint that I made, and I'm gonna. Can we go to Piddlywink's crypt?
You are now telling your guiding hand to take you to the crypt. Correct?
Piddlywink's
Okay.
crypt. It's very specific.
Piddlywick's crypt
Wow. I
is the new location. So it sort of goes through the door and takes you into this hallway.
Ooh, good.
You and Zoot, you recognize this. You know that through the next door is you can see sort of that cracked door is the Hall of Bones that Volenta and
Yeah.
Cyrus took you to.
Where was this map last time we were in the Hall of Bones?
It wasn't working because Foundry sucks.
Oh yeah, I remember
Foundry
that.
sucks the hardest.
Better than
But
Roll
this
20.
map is beautiful.
But the hand sort of drifts away from that room and down the next corridor. I need you all to make a perception check for me.
Is this sight or sound?
It is a sound check.
Haha, doesn't matter.
A
That's
sound
that
check, you say? Well, testing 1, 2.
Yikes.
21.
You got a 15.
20.
I'm at the
Sorry, I'm the
top.
watcher, not the listener. I'm sorry I only got a 15.
I'm finally above both the Watcher and the Bard. This is a day to remember.
You hear a, like, cracking. Or is it a knocking? It's a knocking.
From what? From like inside one of them? Like, where's it coming from? Where is
As
it?
you walk down the hallway, you note that there are cots with these like rotting rags on them,
Ew.
and you get the sense that this was meant to hold troops or soldiers at some point, maybe some type of guards. This was where they stayed, and each alcove holds these sort of rotted cots. And you hear a knocking
But from one of the cots?
from behind one of them.
Tiddlywink. How do you guys do this sober? I'm gonna be honest. Am I hearing stuff? Do you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's
should
called
be
just
like
not drinking.
Okay. Wow. I'm very aware, much more than usual. Gonna head over towards the knocking.
This is the
Got
crypt.
my sword out.
This doesn't look like a crypt.
Oh no.
Is this? Should I keep going, or should we just not go to it?
You
I thought
should
you
keep
knew
going
where.
to the
I thought you
okay,
knew where
okay.
it was.
I do.
The hand's just kind of floating right in the middle of the space. The
I guess
knocking
this
is
is
sort
the-
of getting a little more frantic.
Okay. I am going. So we are gonna vote now on things. Do you want me to go check that, or do we want to do something else instead?
keep going to the crypt. If no stops. We are one-track minds.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Do you see that? And I point up to my little hand.
Yes.
And he's just kind of sitting there, which leads me to believe that there's some sort of trap door in here that leads to the crypt.
Ah,
Um.
I see.
This looks
Well,
like a job
forest, I
for me.
suppose.
I will step
So maybe
into the room and I will throw aside the cot with a big heroic roar.
Okay, so the cot goes to the side, and Zoot, as you approach the wall behind it,
I don't know which one on the map it is, but I'm gonna put myself in this one.
Yep, you hear the knocking on the other side of the wall get a bit louder.
Ooh, it's on the wall. I listen. I put my ear up against the wall. But I'm a lizard, so I don't have ears. I just have like that iguana pad on the side of my head. What do I hear? Is it knocking? It's probably knocking.
Press your weight into the wall. You fall,
Yeah.
You fall through the wall.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
I knew it.
This isn't
I
a
knew it.
kill wall. I'm alive. For now.
I knew it. I knew it.
So
is it?
Zoot, you
I
fall
asked him his head.
into this other room.
Can we get a? What's it look like in there?
It's messy. There's a lot of training dummies. I see a loot. I see a broom.
Loot.
I see a bear skin rug. There's a cot, a bed in the corner. Somebody's living out of here. It's somebody's workshop. Do you hear that?
What?
Workshop.
Okay.
Workshop, Winnie. Workshop.
Okay. Do you see any like places where dead bodies would live?
No, but there's another door. Do you want me to keep going?
Hang on.
I
He
feel
says
like
workshop. I go.
Yeah, I'm going in after him at this point.
Okay.
Where are you?
Does the hand follow?
The hand is just stationary. But as you pass into that room that Zoot passed into, you all hear the knocking on the other side of that door.
Door. All right. Everybody ready and attack. I'll open the door. We're all gonna let loose at once on whoever's on the other side. Doesn't matter who they are.
Because we will not let loose until we see who it is, Zoot.
Say again, Winnie?
Is there anything useful in here? Tools, equipment, materials that I could possibly take?
Make a perception check.
14? Yeah, 14. Because perception's wisdom, yeah? Yeah, it is.
It is junk. There is nothing of value here. It is broken shields, broken swords. There's just
there a pipe?
equipment. Make an investigation check. Specifically for a pipe.
Dirty 20.
Okay, there is...
Looking for a pipe
You sort of
and like a
paw
wooden
through.
wand stick thing.
You find the sort of broken pieces of a, like, old corncob pipe.
Sounds good. I'll take it.
Willa, do you pass through that illusory wall into the room with the
Oh
rest
yeah,
of them? Okay.
I'm along
So
for
you're
the
in with
ride.
them. Okay.
Yeah.
The knocking on the other side of the door, you hear it just getting rhythmic.
Did my guiding hand left? Like it's gone. It's back in the other room.
It is still behind you, yeah, in the other room. You don't see it.
Okay. Okay. I guess we see what's behind door number 2.
All right. Remember, ready and attack. Doesn't matter what it is. Let loose, and that'll be our warning shot. If it's somebody we don't want to hurt, at least they'll get the message.
You go through the door?
Yeah, I opened the door. I'm assuming that they've all prepared an attack. I opened the door. Oh, it's cool. I don't know what the makeup does. Tyler, what are we looking at?
Oh god.
I see doppelganger mayhem.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Ow.
that's much less exciting. You open the door, and it's
One
the
word
four
for
of
it,
you.
James. Oh
You
my God.
open the door into a hallway. And there is a cloaked figure leaning chained against the wall.
Hello? Are you alright?
Who's there?
Travelers. Who are you?
My name is Hector.
I can't right now.
No!
does that name sound so familiar?
Oh, Sam, god damn it. God damn it, Sam.
Willa? Winnie, is this a coincidence?
Willa, Winter,
Hector?
it's you.
I rush up and try to get him unchained or whatever.
I know I said I was stopping with the drinking, but it's over now. I pull out my emergency bottle.
And as you go over to this figure that's sort of against the wall, you notice both of his legs are clasped in irons. He's able to kind of crawl a bit towards you, but he is chained and bound against the wall. And you see, as you look down the hallway past, there are dozens of other skeletal figures, unmoving, also sort of chained in irons.
No, we're breaking these. Zoot!
Yeah. Okay.
Break off the chains!
Wait. Oh,
Zoot,
okay,
do you go
be
to
careful.
break the irons?
I attack with the battle axe on the
All
irons.
right, roll me an attack.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Maybe I should start drinking.
I got a 19. I'm gonna Divine Smite. I'll use a Divine Smite slot to do some extra damage on these irons. I don't know how tough they are, but they are gonna break. So that's gonna be with the Smite 2d8 plus 5. Oh, and because I'm doing a two-handed thing, it's 1d10 plus 1d8 plus 5. Oh, yeah, I got you. 1d10 plus 1d8 plus 5 is 16 damage on the irons.
Okay, so Hector, you just see this enormous dragon-like creature with these like this mechanical backpack over his shoulders, raise this giant battle axe and lunge at you. I need you to make a dexterity check to make sure you get out of the way.
That's fair. That's fair. Let me grab my d4.
A check or a save?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a saving throw. That's a good call. Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, wait, we just time out.
No,
This
That's it. We got wait.
There's no timeout.
There's no timeouts here.
This is Hector might be getting his head chopped off right
Yeah,
now.
wait, no,
This
first.
might be
Timeouts
the
in baseball.
shortest guest character arc in the history of D&D. Because Zoot can't kick it together.
So, Hector gets a 22.
Okay, so Hector's able to kind of roll to the side just as the battle axe swings down and breaks the irons as they meet the wall. And so the chains are sort of snapped and sundered away from the iron rings that are driven into the stone wall of the hallway. And Hector, you are able to stand for the first time.
I know
Well, it's been a while.
I know it was your name first, but I am willing to fight you for it.
Shut up, Lady Isadora.
What? Willa, Winter, who are these friends?
It's a long story.
I'm gonna go over to him and I'm gonna offer him the bottle. Are you thirsty?
Give him water! Oh my god, not alcohol!
I don't have water. I just drink.
He,
I got something better. I'm
gonna give him my one potion of greater healing. Or is it superior? Let me check. Potion of superior healing. I'll waste it on the guest character. I will 100% say that's worth it.
For that wig, yes.
I feel so bad I didn't wear my wig today.
I think superior healing
Me
is
too.
the 8d4 plus 8 if you want to roll that,
Superior,
Sam.
yes.
Hector.
I don't know if am I damaged, Tyler?
Oh,
Or-
you'll need it. So take.
I'll
I'll
mark
mark down what it is, and then you'll definitely need it.
Okay. I don't even know where my d4 is.
Oh,
You said it was 8d4?
8d4 plus 8.
Okay.
oh my god.
Plus
Oh
8.
my god.
So that is a 2.
Aren't you guys went to go get Piddlywink?
Oh my god.
You know,
It's Piddlywick. Wick.
Piddlywink.
I don't even know who this dude is, but I know it's Wick.
But I gave him a little wink.
I get 22, Tyler.
Okay. So just,
Can
I'll
I
keep
cast
that
Cure
right here. You
Wounds
keep
on him?
that. You can cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cast Cure Wounds on you.
Guys, we don't even know how many hit points I have.
Doesn't really matter at this
I
point.
might
Just
only have
assuming you're
20.
dead.
you were a ranger, weren't you? I literally took your name and your class. Wow, I feel like an asshole now that you're here.
It's possible he's at full health, but like 3 levels of exhaustion, in which case we're doing nothing to help.
But he will also take the bottle from Willa
Did you Cure Wounds, Winnie?
and down the whole thing.
Yes.
Downs the whole bottle of wine.
Finally,
Yep.
we can party! Thank
So
God.
that's 7 plus 5, which is 12, so you get 12 more hit points.
Yes.
Okay, so
You are so late. Where have you
so
been?
34 HP to Hector.
How are you feeling? Do you need more than that?
Tyler, do I need more than that?
He, even after both of those, he looks pretty rough.
Great, I'll go ahead and go Cure Wounds him. I'm just going to like edge closer, reach out, Snoop Boop really, really fast.
Hector, I don't know how you want to take that, but that happens.
You
That's
booped me in the nose.
9 points.
That's how
back.
she heals, apparently.
Okay. All right.
I Snoop Boop. I don't have to actually. I've cast spells other ways in
So,
addition to that, but I'm doing it anyways.
43 total to Hector.
All right. It's like half health.
I believe it.
Oh
Knowing Sam's
my
power
God.
Nice to
gaming,
meet
I
you, by the
believe
way.
it.
Assuming you're Hector Fatchoon.
We should ask him questions. We should ask him
Lady
questions.
Isadora Mariana Coletta Luisa Carlisle. We should go though and talk while we walk.
Wait,
Not to rush this family
Wait.
reunion.
wait. We need to ask only 3 questions Hector would know.
How many
We need to
hours
make
did
sure-
you work annually at Dad's Bakery?
Total or weekly?
Annually, so in an entire year.
An entire year. Hmm. He's like counting up fingers.
Desperately trying to remember how many weeks are in the
Right?
Quelmar calendar year.
Exactly. Which player does not?
Community manager doesn't even know.
Yeah, player responds with a 60-hour work week for every week in Quelmar
There it is.
years. Yeah, whatever that equals.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Willa, do you continue peppering with questions?
Yes.
Mhm.
What weapon did you teach me to use?
Goes back and looks at his notes.
Pulling up the old wiki article.
Right? No, it's
Buffering.
It's like I want to say a dagger, but I don't think that's right.
Poor Sam. I was like, don't worry about anything this week. You're just
Right?
gonna pop on real quick and then we're gonna end it.
I was like, is there any info that I should like know going into this? He's like, nah. No, you're good. You know what? The chat just disappeared. It was either dagger or rapier. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, that's true. It was a
There we
rapier.
go. All right.
My final question.
Hang on, I got a question. I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You do it. You do it.
Your turn. Yeah.
What did I give you that one time you didn't come home, and that got me really, really mad?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a semi-gift.
It's like I remember these things, but I don't.
Like, say 5 years ago.
I can't even remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
It's fine. What were the? And here, better. I'll help you out here. I gave you a knife. What were the letters carved into it?
It was your initials.
Whose initials?
Your initials. I don't remember.
It was all three of ours.
It's all three of our initials, yeah.
He's good. Let's go. Keep it rolling.
I mean, technically, your guys' initials are the same initials, so.
Well, the order was WHW.
Oh.
And I have one more question for the white-haired man.
Go for it.
Why didn't you come to school?
Hector?
Well, I was on my way, and then the Miss of Barovia came for me during my travels.
That checks out, yeah.
I've been here ever since.
Your bed at school, I will also fight you for that.
Don't you have like an entire wing of the dormitory to yourself?
He can have that. He can have my wing.
Hey, have you died at all since being here?
Tyler, have I died at all since being
Oh.
Tyler, how many times have I died? No,
0.
since being here. Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, so much for squad.
Tragic. We'll brainstorm while we walk.
Yeah, let's go. I'll help him along if he needs support.
He's his legs are a little atrophied, but he's also feeling pretty good after all that healing he got. So he's able to.
Can I
Hector, you're able
give
to,
him
to
some weapons?
ambulate.
Stumble. Stumble along.
I give you some weapons
Ooh,
just in case you need them.
what type of weapons?
So I'll give you a repeating crossbow
Okay.
and what else do I have in this bag? I have a lot in this bag. And
I think I have a spear if you want a spear.
Yeah.
I can't use a spear.
I give
A
everybody.
short spear.
Yeah.
I'm probably better with the crossbow.
Should I make him invisible? It'll look really bad if we go out with his prisoner, right?
It doesn't matter at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go back and follow your hand.
You have more
Don't we
than
need to
two?
find Piddly
Oh yeah, is this the Crypts area?
Piddly Wick. Excuse me.
You
Is this where?
you get the sense that if this isn't exactly the crypts, you're on your way.
Do you guys want to keep going, or was this good enough? I mean, I'm satisfied with this, or we can keep going and figure out what Piddlywink is all about.
What's a piddlywink?
Oh, it's this little man I met. I told him I'd go visit his grave.
You don't know what it is either.
I don't know. He said, I think he said, I pull out my notes again. I think he said
boy.
he had like.
Look, no offense. Willa, I support the Piddlywink train, but
Thank you.
But this has just become a rescue operation, not an investigation. I think we need to get this guy out of here.
Okay, got it. So no Piddlywink.
Yeah.
Okay, Lady Isadora,
Yes.
would you please pray to your person
Morning Lord.
and just
Or
Not the
Corella.
Morning Lord. Thank you.
I thought you.
I mean, I'll
I
say
thought
it's
you
Morning
had-
Lord too out of respect, but
I
really.
thought,
Yeah,
I
just-
thought you transferred over. My bad.
No, it's understandable. I've started doing some research, but nothing's decisive yet. I'm really more independent than being my own. All right, sorry. Go ahead. What am I praying for?
just like apologize to him and let him know like I'm sorry I couldn't go and visit his thing.
How close are we? You said you knew the way. If we're really close,
It's like a down.
how much can you quantify?
I don't know. I'm not you. I don't know. Like I don't know. How does that length? Like a few, feet.
I have an idea. I don't typically have them. but when I do have them, they're always good.
Says you.
Agreed.
We are finally, for the first time in what feels like 22 sessions, an odd number. So why don't we take a vote that will actually work? All in favor of just getting this guy to safety, say aye.
Yeah.
Winks.
To Piddlywink? Like, I think it'd be fun. Yeah.
Hector's like, I just got healed. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, guys.
If Hector's good, then I'll say go to Piddlywinks.
I gotta find my shit.
Oh.
That's okay. I got
Yeah.
a lot of stuff you can just borrow.
I have 32 bottles of perfume. I will give you all of them for your name in your bed.
Winter changed her vote, which means we are now outvoted. Isadora, it will be. We will have to go look for the Piddlewink.
So as you take your vote and discuss,
I'm gonna. Can I make him invisible, by the way? Hector?
No. God.
you see at the end of the hall
Oh no.
two figures turn the corner. One, Willa and Zoot, that familiar mongrel folk, holding the lantern. What are you doing down here? And the other, Rahadin's skinny, slippery form, sort of gliding behind him. And he just looks and points and raises a finger as green energy crackles at the end of his hand and shoots out towards the five of you. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Wow.
Sam!
My head hurts. This wig is so tight.
That's why I wasn't wearing
Love
mine.
the wig. Love the wig.
And now we get to add Hector to our map. And we will see next
Thing.
session if y'all can finally, now with your fifth party member, get the hell out of this castle.
That's
I
why
have
we
to
came
run right this very moment, but Tyler, I want to know what you were going to do if we didn't follow the knocking.
We would have figured it out.
I believe in you. All right, bye. I love
We
you
would've
both
made
so
up
much.
some
It
shit.
was great
All right.
to see you.
Bye
Bye.
now. All right, everybody. Thank
I'm
you.
shocked.
Thank
I'm
you.
really
Thank you for
shocked.
hanging out with us tonight. Sam, thank you for.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Glad,
So,
glad to finally
Can't
join.
wait.
Sam will be with us moving forward. And
What?
Oh my god. Okay. I'm losing my mind. This was like the best twist.
twists on twists
Yeah.
on twists. All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody in the Twitchverse. Until we see you next time.
Wait.
Oh,
We got
wait,
plugs. There's
Sorry,
plugs.
plugs. There's
Hold
things.
on.
Plugs,
Hold on.
plugs.
Where's the calendar?
Thank
The new
you, community manager plugs.
the new Avatar campaign. They're gonna play their first official session on. We don't have any. Okay, well, it's gonna be like the 16th, so we can plug that later. But yeah, so come back on the 16th for them. Come back next Thursday for metagame. Come back Tuesday the 8th for a play test of a game called the. It's here somewhere. It is called the Score. So come back the 8th. Come back Thursdays for metagame. Come back the 16th for Avatar. And then come back next week for us on a day that we haven't picked yet. I guess we'll schedule that. All right, I'm done. That's my plugs. If anybody else has plugs.
Fridays over at Brooks Barrow Games channel, Pathfinder Society.
Yes. Yeah.
I like turtles.
Also a good plug.
I just realized that, Sam, you are close to me, so we could literally play from the same space.
We could.
You could come to my office.
Yeah.
And be a part of my green screen.
It looks like a church, not an office.
Well, it does now.
Well,
Looks like a cathedral.
it changes.
I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah.
Any more plugs?
Yay!
Any more
Oh my God.
plugs? All right. Until we see you again.
Keep rolling those
Rolling.
dice.
Woo!
The polyhedral
I was
dice.
just gonna make Sam do it.
Oh, yeah. What am I doing?
Oh yeah,
Sam, do it.
yeah. Go ahead,
Sam.
Sam.
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Just say keep rolling those dice.
Keep rolling those dice.
Hey.